What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to share my New York Comic Con Fall Convention haul with you all. Now, I'm not going to focus on the heavy metal Halloween boxes. That will be in a separate video that's coming up in a couple of days from the time that this one goes live. So do be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm just going to focus on what I got from Funko.com and then, with shared retailers as well. Let me jump right into it with the most obvious figure. I don't think anybody that knows me well would be surprised that I ordered this one. So we do have here the Harley Quinn winking, and she is in the WB 100th anniversary box, which I'm okay with. It doesn't really make much of a difference to me. Of course, there's a look at that sticker, fall convention, of course. But yeah, I like the look of this one. She's got the roller skates on there, so she's rocking her roller skate outfit, which has the colors, the classic red and black with it. Her hair has the pink and blue, and I think this is a look that really does work for the character. I like that mix of the newer Harley Quinn, and the old school vibe along with it. So better look at the figure there. I'm actually going to keep this one in box. In fact, I'm going to keep a couple of the figures in box for this video. Usually I unbox pretty much everything, but I'm just going to focus on taking out of box figures that are glow in the dark or black light or maybe have a chance of a chase. Other than that, I'm going to leave the figures in box for now because I really plan to put some of these pops into protectors. I need to get better about doing that, especially when it comes to convention exclusives. But yeah, this is a really awesome figure. Somebody asked me recently, what is my favorite Harley Quinn in my collection, and at this point I don't know if there necessarily is a favorite. I just like the look of the mix of different Harley Quinn figures all together. And I also have statues of her and figures by different companies. It's a really nice mix, and that's what I really enjoy. I think they look great together. Keeping it moving here, was definitely glad when I saw that they were making the High Evolutionary. I think he was a great villain in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And looks pretty cool here with the stretching on the side of the mask. And of course, if you've seen the movie, you know what that's all about and why it appears to be clipped there. It's all for good reason. I was kind of wondering if they would do a variant of him, but that would be pretty gruesome. And if you've seen the movie, which I guess you would have by now if you're interested in it, you know what variant I'm referring to. I don't know if they would do that though, but it would be interesting. And this character actually survived. I wish they had made that clearer in the movie. I didn't even realize it until afterwards. I was watching some reviews and some follow-ups to the movie, and yeah, Drax actually dragged him out, so he did get out of the explosion. Yeah, I wish they had made that clearer. I don't know if they plan to use him again in the future, but regardless, I really feel like this actor did a great job with that role. Some people said that he yelled too much. I feel like he really didn't go off the hinges until later in the movie. He did have one moment earlier, a flashback that was pretty gruesome, but then later on, I think he was getting pretty angry towards the end. But yeah, overall, I really did like his performance. I thought he had some great subtle moments as well. Happy they did that figure. That one's pretty easy to find at GameStop if you're interested in. I've seen that in store along with some others. And speaking of GameStop, another one of their exclusives here that I did order off of Funko.com, we have Big Barda. And Big Barda, as her name implies, really should be a tall character. I feel like Funko scaled her down a little bit for the sake of the helmet because she does have a huge helmet, and I think they wanted to make sure that looked pretty cool, and it does. But yeah, technically I think the character should be taller, but it's not a big deal because, I mean, technically even Wonder Woman should be taller than a lot of her pops appear to be. And of course, Funko Pops are never perfectly to scale. But yeah, I think the helmet looks great. The paint job almost looks metallic. It's a pretty good looking paint job there, and I was very happy that they actually made this character. I love when they go beyond just the stand, and it does have the Justice League logo back here, but I love when Funko goes beyond just the standard Justice League characters like the main roster and the main villains that we're used to with DC. I like when they do these characters that people may not know as well. I'm really happy whenever that happens, so definitely had to get Big Barda. But like I said, I've seen her at GameStop as well, another one that's pretty easy to get if you're interested in that one. Let me go here to Box Lunch, focusing on what Box Lunch had, and a friend actually ordered this for me. We just look out for each other. So she asked if I needed any help with the con, and I said, yeah, you can grab this for me. And one other figure, which I'll get to in a moment, but this is this 2-pack here, the Demon Slayer 2-pack. And these characters, I really like the look of them within this 2-pack. Now this character here, I think she does have a standalone pop that just came out, and these are earlier figures here on the back. But yes, I think she does have a standalone pop that just came out, but I really like the look of her in this 2-pack. And Sabito as well looks really awesome with the mask on there and the sword. And I'll be honest, I don't know why I'm just drawing a blank on this character, his presence within the series, but I know I want to go back still and watch the first season. And I did watch the latest season which I know has been heavily criticized. Some people didn't like the use of CG. Some people felt like the story was just treading water. I was entertained by it. It wasn't like the best season, but I thought it was still entertaining. I was definitely surprised by how it ended, and I'm really interested to see where the storyline is going to go now. So overall, I thought it was an alright season. The demons, if they did pops of those, I probably would not go for them because they probably are the weakest demons so far, you know, and just in terms of their appearance and everything. So I wouldn't stress over those. But yeah, very happy here though with this 2-pack. The sticker is on there a little bit crooked. That would drive some people crazy, but it doesn't really bother me there. And by the way, there is a close look at the sticker, of course, for this year fall convention limited edition. Yeah, so yeah, very happy with this 2-pack here. Another one that's pretty easy to get if you are interested in that. And then also from Box Lunch, they did get the Sandy Claus soda. I'm a big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, and I wish I had a 4DX theater close by. The closest one to me would probably be in Charlotte, which is, I want to say like 2.5 hours away from me. I think that's the length of the drive. So I don't know if I would get there in time to try to see Nightmare Before Christmas and 4DX. I would love to see that, but yeah, that's just a little bit too far for that, I think. But it would be very cool to see. But yeah, Sandy Claus here, 16,500 pieces. And like I said, shared it with Box Lunch. There's a look at the standard figure, which they don't really represent that with the artwork, which is fine. But yeah, the chase, he actually has the Santa hat on and he has his list. Yeah, so a friend got one for me, and then I saw this in Box Lunch, and I had heard that the chase is pretty heavy. This one, I mean, I don't know, the common might have some heft to it as well, but I did end up picking up another one just to give myself a better chance at the chase. And I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe this one feels like it might be a little bit heavier, but it's so tough to tell sometimes. So we'll see what happens. It'd be nice to actually get a common and a chase, but we'll see what happens with those in a moment. I will open those up in a moment. I want to run through the other figures here first. Also from the GameStop, I did not order this with Funko.com. These three here, I did order from Funko.com, but this one I actually picked up in store, the Goblin Queen. I was surprised to see her sell out on Funko.com. I was like, okay, and I've heard a friend mention this character, but I'm just not super familiar with her. But once I saw her sell out on Funko.com, well, I was like, well, maybe I should get the pop if I see it in store and maybe learn some more about this character. And I did read up on her a little bit, and it turns out I actually am somewhat familiar with the character, but I don't think I've read any specific storylines with her. I just, you know, have heard some details about this character. So, and now that, you know, I've read up just a little bit about her, now seeing her holding the baby does make more sense to me. You know, that's interesting. So, and trying to see, are those, yeah, the little X-Men logos on the blanket there. So yeah, I realize now some more about her, and they could definitely do a variant of this character. That would be cool to see. But yeah, if you're like me and you weren't really sure who the Goblin Queen was, if you do some reading about her, you might say, oh, as well, you know, maybe you have heard of her before and know what she's all about. But yeah, like I said, pick that up in GameStop. They had plenty of them in my local GameStop, so that's another one that you'll probably be able to track down, even though it's sold out on Funko.com. Should be able to track that down if you're really interested. Who knows, it might even be listed on GameStop's website specifically. And at Target, I was able to grab the Toxic Avenger. This is another one that's been very popular. I'm so looking forward to checking out the glow on this up close because I've seen images of the glow and it looks really awesome. There is a new Toxic Avenger on the way that I think is going to actually be played by Peter Dinklage. I did see like a quick preview for that, but they didn't really show him. They just showed like his silhouette. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, we got the classic Toxic Avenger here, which amazes me that, you know, it has such a big fandom. There's even a, you know, cartoon of this back in the day, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, I got this, like I said, in Target, and they did have like at least six of them that I saw. There were plenty there. So if you missed this on Funko.com as well, you'll probably be able to track it down if you really want it. And I will get that out of box in a moment here. Okay, so also from Funko.com, I know I'm kind of jumping around, but yeah, also from Funko.com, I did go for the Scooby-Doo Rewind figure. Funko's talking about scaling back on some products. I think Rewind could end up on the chopping block eventually. We'll see what happens though. But since I did get two of the other Scooby-Doo ones, yeah, I did get Shaggy and I got Velma, and I did end up with the commons for both of those. I didn't get the you know, the villain characters basically as the chases. I really do actually just want Scooby-Doo. I know there's a chase of a villain. I want Scooby-Doo. So if I were to get the Chase, then I'm just going to end up getting another one of these because, like I said, I really got this for him. So we'll see what happens with that in a moment. And I also did go for this Freddy Funko soda of him dressed for Halloween, of course. And of course they have, you know, the pop variants of this kind of. I mean, they do look different, but kind of the same idea going on. The Chase, I think, is just a different color scheme. Either way, I think the figure would look cool under a black light. I think the Chase might have more black light type coloring going on. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's a different color scheme. I will open up that soda, the other sodas here in a moment, and the Rewind figure, of course. And like I said, you know, check out the glow on Toxie, of course. Before I get to those, though, we're not quite done with the pops. I waited for this pop to show up on Funko.com, this next one, because I really did not want to order it from Funko's eBay shop. I did that before, and they used that horrible bubble wrapping and no sorter, and it just got marks on the box. I was not happy about that. So I made sure I went with Funko.com, and this did arrive in a sorter. In fact, I haven't seen damages on anything, like, you know, which is really good. You know, I'm glad it turned out that way. But yeah, we have here the Key Demon from Insidious, The Last Key, which I did enjoy this movie. I think I only ever watched it once. I wouldn't mind checking it out again. This is a good time of year for that. But there's just so much detail on this. And, you know, being a horror fan, I just had to have this for the collection because it's just so cool looking. And, you know, I feel like they will, since they have the Insidious license, I think they would do that red demon as well that was in the first movie and came back for the last movie. You know, he's brought back. So, yeah, and we'll see if they do any other characters or anything. But, yeah, I think the Key Demon does look pretty awesome. And, yeah, the keys there on the fingers, pretty cool. And I was trying to look to see a little bit of smudging on the box, but really not bad. I wouldn't consider that too bad there. Overall, pretty satisfied with the condition of this box here, and definitely satisfied with this actual figure. I think that looks pretty cool. And then my friend Robert Kinzel, he did look out for me as well, because he actually went to New York Comic Con and he was able to pick up a couple of pops for me that actually do, of course, have the con stickers on them. I did tell him, I sent him a little list of pops that I was hoping for with the con stickers, and a lot of them, of course, were gone. That's no surprise at the con. We know things go quickly, but I'm still happy to have a couple of pops with a con sticker. So we do have here Darth Maul, which I saw some people saying, you know, they weren't so enthused about this because there's been plenty of Darth Maul at this point. In fact, there was a Darth Maul that came out not that long ago, but I do think this one looks cool with the cybernetic legs there. Yeah, I like the look of, there's another Darth Maul, another recent one, I believe there. But yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, you know, it does have the con sticker. I actually don't have many figures that actually have the con sticker. That's kind of rare for my collection because I don't go to conventions, you know, but you know, so I've had people look out for me in the past, so definitely happy with that. And then another one that he got for me is the Indiana Jones, which I think the base looks really amazing there with the torch down there that's lit up. It actually has two torches on there, has the snake as well. Yeah, this is a pretty cool looking pop, and I actually very recently went back and watched Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, and yeah, it's a classic for a reason. Like it's better than I even remembered. Like it's so good. It's such a good movie, and I think this is a great pop representing it there. It just says Indiana Jones. I kind of wish it actually, you know, had the full title of the movie, but regardless, this is a really awesome figure here. And then he did end up grabbing the High Evolutionary as well. So I actually have the High Evolutionary with a con sticker here. There's some smudging. That's just on the protector though, not on the actual pop. But and I actually do appreciate him sending these in protectors as well. Saved me a little bit of trouble. But yeah, all these with con stickers, I think these are just so cool to have. So this other High Evolutionary, I don't know, I might just add that to my prize pool. I really don't feel the need to keep two of these with that you know, different stickers. But yeah, very appreciative of Robert Kinzel for looking out for me. And I don't think I mentioned her name earlier. It was Kat D that looked out for me with these box lunch figures here. So I really do appreciate that. Whenever people, you know, help me out, whenever fellow collectors help me out, that is very much appreciated. Let's go ahead and find out if I got chases on, you know, any of these figures here. I will go to the Rewind figure here first. Let me get the plastic off and let's see. But remember with this one, I'm actually hoping that I don't have the chase. I actually don't want the chase. I want Scooby-Doo, you know, so, and I don't know if I showed the back. I think I did, but yeah, there's what the figure's gonna look like. So let's see here. Yes, and it is Scooby. Good, because I really did not want to have to get another one of these. I wanted Scooby, and I got Scooby here. So I'm gonna consider that luck. You know, even though it's not a chase, I consider this luck. Got the figure that I wanted, and he does look great. You know, like right out of the animation. So I'm very happy with that. And then of course there is the card here. You know, it just says Scooby-Doo on it there. Character card. Yeah. So I'm going to sit that aside. Happy about that. And I will sit him along Shaggy, you know, along with Shaggy and Velma. Let's go to Sandy Claus next. I'm going to save the Freddy Funko there for a moment. Let's go to Sandy Claus. See what's going on here. So I'm opening this one up. Like I said, I really can't tell if there is a weight difference or if it's just in my mind. But this one, it kind of felt like it might be lighter than the other one. But I could be wrong about that. You know, so we'll see. But this, yeah, it's a large figure regardless, so maybe they are both the same, but we're about to find out here together. And this one is bald up top, so that does mean this is the common figure. Which, I do like the look of the common there. I do like him there looking worried, and he's got the candy all glued up in his beard and everything. He was a cool character within the movie. I know there's a lot of focus on the main character, Jack Skellington and Sally, you know, some of the other characters, you know, but I really did like the Sandy Claus as well. I thought he was cool. Okay, so there he is with that really nice artwork. That is a nice style of artwork there. 1 out of 13,750. So let's see if it was just in my mind, if this one is actually the same. And by the way, if this is a double of the common, then I actually will send one to Cat D. She helped me out, so you know she might want one of these, so I'll send it her way if this is a common. I could check the paws, but I'm going to check the figure because the paws not always accurate. So let's take a peek and see if it looks the same. Oh, well, it fell out the bottom. Okay, so it is a common. So yeah, it was kind of in my mind. I thought that it might be a weight difference, but it wasn't. So since this is a double, I'm going to check with Cat D and see if she would actually like this double here, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to stress over the chase. It is a nice looking chase, but I'm just not going to pay a marked up price for it though, so I'm okay with that. So I'll actually sit this one aside over here. That'll go to her if she's interested, and if not, I'll put it into my prize pool. So let's get to this Freddy Funko Soda. I really think that the common looks great. You know, I'd be okay with that. If I don't get the chase here, I'm not stressing it. You know, that's always a good feeling when I'm not too worried about the chase. You know, it's just kind of a bonus if I get it, but not really stressing over it. So let's see what happens here. And if I wanted to go for it again, I could. Like I said, I think it is actually still listed, but one and done is fine with me with this particular figure. So is this, looks like standard colors to me. I think this is the common. Man, this is a good looking figure though. This is a really well done looking figure. I really like the look of it. He's got that monster logo there, which kind of looks like the bat symbol on his chest. But yeah, got that monster symbol there. And then I like the mask too, the style of the mask, and it looks like a legit mask, you know, that he could wear. Pretty cool. He's got his little jack-o'-lantern pail there, the cape on, and I like that the cape is actually, you know, sculpted, molded here. I don't really like those drawn on capes so much with some of the Freddy Funkos recently. So yeah, this is a really cool looking figure. I'm very happy with that. And let's get this pog out here. There's white background, so of course that's letting you know it's the standard figure, not the chase. Yeah, 1 out of 12,500. Let me know if you actually went for that one, if you did end up with that chase. It is cool looking, but yeah, I'm happy with that one. So the only other thing I really want to get out of the box here real quick is this Toxie figure. We'll check out the glow here to wrap things up. Here's a quick look at Toxie out of box before I turn off this final light. You can already see it wanting to glow some here. I really kind of wonder what people that are not familiar with the Toxic Avenger think about this character when they just happen to run across it, like somebody shopping in Target and they run across that, what they must think about that. But yeah, let me go and turn off this final light. Let's check out this glow here and get it charged up really well some. And I you know, for if anybody's like new to the channel and they're wondering, this black light here, I did get this from Spencer's Gift, but it was a long time ago. I don't know if they still sell this exact one. But I had people ask sometimes, where did I get the black light from? Yeah, this was from Spencer Gifts, which is normally like right next to a Hot Topic or, you know, one of those types of stores in the mall, sometimes next to a GameStop. Yeah, so it looks like it's charging up really well. And like I said, that's why I was excited to check this out. So yeah, that glow is very awesome. That looks so cool. That might be like the best glow I've seen on a figure in a while. And it does help, of course, that it is a green glow. You check out the back, even some, you know, the back. Ooh, a lot of nice detail to it there. Yeah, really nice glow. I want to check the Freddy real quick, see if it has sort of a black light type effect going on. It does a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, it looks pretty cool too. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you all taking the time to check this out. I know this ended up being a long video, and if I had taken things out of box, it would have been even longer. I knew it was going to be a long video, you know, so that's why I didn't take everything out. Plus, I do want to put some things in protectors. But again, appreciate your support. Please make sure you let me know how this con went for you. You know, what were you happy about? How did things turn out with the shipping and all those good details? What you've seen in stores as well, you know, as far as New York Comic Con is concerned. Look forward to reading your comments, and I will talk to you all again real soon.